guys, this is Squared Circle Rants. I'm RC Gade, and this Saturday is AEW Full Gear. And I want to play a game. I want to go through all the matches slated for Full Gear and decide, is this going to be exciting or a bathroom break? Let's get into it. So first up, we have for the TNT Championship, Wardlow defends the TNT Championship. I don't know why I said it that way. Wardlow defends the TNT Championship in a triple threat match against Ring of Honor World Television Champion Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. This is a little toughy. I like all the wrestlers involved. Love Samoa Joe. Wardlow is getting better. Powerhouse Hobbs has definitely gotten better. But the build up to this was I mean, they were, to give AEW credit, they were building up Wardlow and Hobbs, but it just seemed like the whole Samoa Joe turning on Wardlow was just too soon or too quick, or just didn't make sense. I mean, they just bunched them together for no reason whatsoever, called him Ward Joe. They beat people up. There wasn't any like huge feuds, none that I can remember at this point. And then just Joe's mad at Wardlow and beats him up. So I guess because I like all the competitors involved, I am just a little bit excited for this, even though it didn't have a good build up to it. So the competitors alone, excited. I've decided that I'm excited. Yeah. Yay. The elite. The elite. I love half of the people involved in this. No. Next matchup for the AEW World Trios Championship. Just call it a six-man tag or whatever. Death Triangle defend their championships against the Elite. Or I should say, the returning Elite. You know, the three guys we were all begging to come back. Not really. It's going to be a flippy-dippy match, and I'm not one of those wrestling purists that get upset with the type of match that all these competitors involved have. A lot of it, well, we'll say 50-50. Half of it is really good, very entertaining. The other half, okay, you guys are doing great stunts. Where's the match? So I do like Death Triangle a lot more than I like the Elite, and I'm leaving the media scrum behind. I'm leaving it out of... Actually, no, sorry. That's a little bit of a lie. What transpired over that whole media scrum is weighing a little bit, or giving me a little bias against the Elite. I would say that them going straight for the titles after not being around, after their suspension, makes no sense. But if you really think about it, they lost to Death Triangle. They never got their, rematch or title rematch. That's usually in a clause, whatever, yada, yada, yada. So it makes sense in that aspect. I'm not excited or happy that the Elite are back. I have this feeling that Death Triangle is just going to drop it to the Elite anyway, and the Elite's going to look wonderful. So, yeah, this is a bathroom break. Definite bathroom break. Not really excited to watch it. Maybe the ending just to see what happens if I'm right, but yes, This one you can definitely just go to the bathroom, go have a smoke, get another beer or two, whatever. Moving on. All right, so next up we have a good old-fashioned tag team match with Sting and Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. I mean, this seems like a match that could have just took place on Rampage. Or heck, even Dynamite. I will give you Dynamite. Yet another match that didn't have a lot of build. I won't go fully into it. What I do find interesting, though. Darby Allin, God, how long was he without Sting? 2-3 weeks? Let's just call it that. And then in like a backstage interview with his lighting, you know, I don't know the words verbatim, but essentially he knew people were wondering, well, where's Sting? And he goes, well, I decided I'm just going to go on my own. And wouldn't you know it, 2 weeks after that, hey, I'm going to tag with Sting to take on Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett, who attacked me out of nowhere and wants to fix or get rid of certain people in AEW because he's the last outlaw, yet he's helping behind the scenes. Sting's a legend, icon. Jeff Jarrett's a legend. Icon? That's a different discussion. That's cool. Love Jay Lethal. Got to meet him. Got his autograph. Where is it? Ah, it's over there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's over there. It's right there. Got a picture with him. Cool dude. Love it. But if it was on Rampage, I'd give it a watch. But this is a pay-per-view, so yeah, bathroom break. Definite bathroom break. I mean, maybe pop in here and there just to see the wild stunts that you know Darby's going to put on. Sting, too. At his age, he'll put on, like, just weird stunts. You're like, dude. I know you're having fun and all, but let's just calm it down. You're going to break a hip. Okay, that was an old joke. That was a deep cut. I'm sorry. Love you, Sting. Next match. Here we have Jungle Boy Jack Perry versus Luchasaurus in a steel cage match. Alright, I'm just going to say I don't care. Really care about this match. AEW kind of dropped the ball on this booking. I mean, for example, Luchasaurus was with Christian, but then he took alliance back with Jungle Boy, then he was back with Christian. The only good thing about this whole feud has been Christian, because Christian is a veteran, he's a legend, he knows how to talk on the mic, he knows how to get all the fans upset, ticked off. However, I will watch this one. I'm actually a little excited. Steel cage, but I'm a little excited for the match itself, and most of that excitement is just to watch this end. Like, I really don't care who wins, as long as, all right, it's over. Can we move on? I know they want to push this until Christian is 100%, but let's end it, cool it off, find a reason, a good reason. Talking to you, Jeff Jarrett, help out there. Find a good reason for them to come back when Christian is ready. Boom, there you go. But yes, not excited or fully excited for this match, but not a bathroom break. So I'll watch this just to watch it die. Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. versus Saraya. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm excited to see Saraya back. I am very happy Saraya can wrestle in the ring again. Very happy she's cleared. I wish this had more time. I mean, they right off the bat, they showed they didn't like each other. They got into altercations. While they haven't really built this feud, you are a little excited, mostly because like I just said, Soraya's back. You want to see what happens. We know Britt Baker can go. She's been the top woman there ever since AEW started. So she can go. I'm worried, however, that Soraya is not completely ready. I mean, we already know just on mic skills alone, she's rusty. And we're going to see a lot of rustiness. Maybe actually, I shouldn't say that as an absolute. She's going to be rusty. We know that, but she has been in the business for many years, so you would think she's going to train hard to not show that rust or just to shake it off. I'm just worried for that aspect. However, I am excited for this. I do want to see what transpired. Just a little worried. So yes, this one I'm a little excited for. D.M.D. I just wanted to do it again. Yo, listen. Next match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Acclaim defend against Swerve in Our Glory. Okay, this one I'm more excited than the others I've said. I'm just a little excited. They've been building it up as, okay, this is their third match against each other. It's really important. Again, I just wish they would have just stretched out the feud a little more. And I just want this feud to end by this point. But everyone involved is very talented on the mic, in the ring. The Acclaimed have built this huge following. As I've stated in many other videos, I'm not a huge fan of the whole scissor thing. I think it's really ridiculous. But hey, it is over. The fans love the Acclaimed. I love the Acclaimed. I love Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland. Although I do appreciate his heelishness, and that's what they have with Swerve in Our Glory. You know, Keith Lee's the baby face, obviously. Swerve, not quite. Well, no, he's full-blown heel. What am I thinking? He cut off Billy Gunn's fingers or injured him. Who knows? Wrestling's awesome, isn't it? But he's more heelish. He'll, take liberties to win. He'll get really sadistic. Like, wow, that was just, he cut off a man's fingers, man. He couldn't scissor anymore. It should be a really good match, or I hope it is, because their last encounter, a lot of mistakes towards the end there. So hopefully this will be a smoother match with a bigger ending. I'm sure they can pull it off. So yes, I'm excited for this one. And heck, before we go to the next one, oh, bask in his glory. I just had to get that out there. You know you loved it. Holy crap. Forgot how many matches were on this thing. Sorry, I'm going to have to just take a break here. God. Eesh. I mean, man, AEW, I know you want to put on a huge pay-per-view, but God, tone it down. But then again, this is lower than the last pay-per-view, but still a lot. God. All right, let's get back into it. Next match. God. We have what do they call it? Oh, I guess I don't have a special word for it, so I'm going to call it this. Fatal four-way match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho defends his title against Bryan Danielson of the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't know why that took me a second. Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Combat Club, and Sammy Guevara. This should be good. I think I've made it clear. I love Bryan Danielson. Love Claudio Castagnoli. Chris Jericho, I can give or take some weeks. I mean, yes, Chris Jericho, you're a legend, icon, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. But let's all be honest. He's had a good and bad run in AEW since its inception, but he can pull off a good match. We know he can. Sammy, you know he's just going to be running around, jumping around, hurting himself, hurting others. Is that better? But, you know, he'll try to put on some good stunts. It's weird because this is another one that was just kind of thrown together last week. And it's weird that they haven't played off more of, you got two members of Jericho's faction, you got two members of Moxley's faction, all in a match where they're going to beat each other up and try to get the title. I wish they would have built on that a little more. I believe the only thing they really did was Jericho looking at Sammy Guevara and saying, I know you'll do the right thing. So they tried to play off that, but they just kind of lost it. They didn't really further push that, like, hey, you're going to do the good thing, right? Yeah, whatever that means. Yes, Danielson and Castagnoli, and the hope that one of those two win the Ring of Honor World Championship, take it away from Chris Jericho. I'm going to watch this, so I am excited for it. Righty, for the AEW interim. Oh my God, I hate that. Sorry. Just so many interim. It's a word that gets thrown around way too much. Anyway, for the AEW Interim Women's World Championship, Toni Storm defends against Jamie Hayter. I'm more excited about this, I gotta say, than Saraya and Britt Baker, because championship match. Love Toni Storm. I've come to appreciate Jamie Hayter. She's very talented. Needs to be pushed better. I still can't get over the 2 weeks in a row where she tried to bluff whether or not she was turning on Britt Baker. I know that has nothing to do with this match, but I just can't get out of my head. If Jamie won it, then maybe they would start a back and forth between her and Brett, possibly split them up. But then again, that wouldn't make sense after doing the two false. And anyway, I'm excited for this match. Not going to go to the bathroom. Shocker, I know. I'm sorry, that was an old joke for like Divas matches. Oh, a Divas match is on? Time to go to the bathroom. But no, excited to see this. You would think they would keep it on Toni in the end, though. That way, when Thunder Rosa returns, that's going to be the next big pay-per-view match. But who knows? We'll have to find out. Should be exciting, though. Whew, and finally, we get to the main event of Full Gear. Thanks for hanging in there. We have Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against MJF. And of course, I'm going to say it right off the bat. You know I'm not going to the bathroom during this one. To give bonus points to AEW, at least, with with so many matches on the card, and God who knows how many more matches we're going to get after Rampage or on the pre-show. This is the one. I mean, at least they have a main event to be excited for. This has had the most build out of all the other matches. Will the Devil himself finally get the championship? Now, it's been weird them playing with, is MJF turning babyface? Is this all a ruse? It makes it exciting, makes you wonder what's really going on, but to have the firm turn on him so soon, like, you would want them around for months or even maybe a year, that when it happened, you're like, oh no. Wait, does this mean he's turning babyface? I mean, we're still questioning that. Or, like I said, could it be a rouge? Could the firm just out of nowhere help MJF? And then, of course, they have to come up with something good to say, hey, you guys hit me hard, but we had to make it real, something like that. But very excited for this. Love Moxley, love MJF. Have no clue who's going to win this. If I had to bet, I would definitely go for MJF. Because why pay him all that money to stay in AEW if you're not going to drop the title to him? I know. That's a little unkayfabe talk or kayfabe talk. I don't know. Really excited for the match. Ain't going anywhere. Should be a good one. Highly anticipating how it's going to end. Well, there you have it, folks. That was me going through this Saturday's Full Gear title card match and deciding whether I'm excited for it or I'm taking a bathroom break. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What match are you most excited for, and what matches are you just going to be like, I'm going to go get another beer. Bye-bye.